Medic!
Medic! No, seriously, you all suck. Doc, this way!
You little ankle biter!
Come on, Doctor, follow me.
Bloody hell! To the left!
Has this ever been you? Have you ever tried playing Doctor, only to find out that the server had so many classes for you to heal?
Yes!
Well, you're in luck, for you are a contestant on the hit new game show, The Newly Med Game, where we will pick out a prince of a patient for you to pocket and protect for the rest of your life, with your host, me! However, love is not a one-way street. We will need to find a patient that will defend you, kill for you, and go above and beyond to die for you.
Oh, this is so much fun!
Let's have our eager contestants meet our single specialist. During each of our rounds, we will be reviewing each of the offensive, defensive, and support classes for us to determine whether or not they will be a good fit for our medic. We have the Scout,
Sweet!
the Demo Man,
Hey!
and the Sniper.
No worries.
And out of these three, only one will move on to the final round. I'm sure our medic is eager to begin his experiments. So let's get right into the gameplay. But first, please leave a like so that I can keep on making more videos, and subscribe to the Bloop channel so that you can always tune into my puppets. Hoping to reach first base, our Bosnian bad boy is quick on his feet and even quicker at disposing his foes. Normally he is squishy of his low health, but with the help of a medic, he can become a force of nature. Back then, society would have looked down upon this relationship, and it never would have worked out, since the scout would outrun the medic. But now, the medic is able to be free and run as fast as his patient. You are able to leave danger behind if things get scary, on top of being harder to be headshot or backstabbed, since you are too fast for some classes to keep up. However, with this much speed, be careful not to abuse it, as you might find yourself running headfirst into a sentry nest, so be sure to take things a little nice and slow. Speaking of being punished, your scout will need a higher skill of aim to prove his might. All a scout can offer is just his speed if he's unable to land his shots. This guy actually needs to aim. If he is able to handle his gun without suffering from performance anxiety, then he will be cleaning house of the enemy team, one at a time. Sentries and large groups of enemies will be a problem. He will be lucky if he is able to take out 2 sentry nests, or half the enemy forces, as he lacks any splash damage or rapid fire takedowns. Due to the fast nature of a scout, it is unlikely that a scout will fully commit to a relationship with you. So don't be surprised if he doesn't stand still for you to embrace him, or wait for you to catch up if you are separated from him. Sometimes we might not just be ready. Now here is some footage that goes against what we discussed. The demolitions expert is able to live up to his role of his explosive power that can clear out entire sentry nests, enemy teams, and objectives of his lethal amount of ammo. Medium range is his specialty. With the right medigun, he can completely shut out any amount of fun for the enemy team, as one crit stick he can shut down and push on the objective. With medium range being his specialty, this means that long and short range are his shortcomings. Is a scout pushing in? You better hope your demo man can protect himself without blowing himself up or missing. Is a pyro feeling air blast happy? You can kiss your Uber charge goodbye, as it might take the entire Uber just to kill the pyro while the pyro distracts the demo man from focusing on anything else like sentriness. Is there a sniper? It will take a hot second for the demo man to bridge the gap of a charged up sticky, or to sticky jump to him as his little bombs will fall short of the distance. Not to mention that after blowing his load, the time to reload all of his weapons will put a small halt in all of your dominating. Short and medium range have been covered, so now it's time to talk about the lonesome long-range sniper. You two will be sitting in the back lines, all alone, away from any prying eyes. With that being said, your tunnel of love will be a tunnel of vision, as your sniper will be too focused in on landing his shots on the more valuable targets. He will be unable to give you much attention because of that. Plus, you will not be able to have any fun on the front lines. Speaking of which, You won't be able to heal the ones that are taking the bulk of the damage as much, since you'll be pocketing a sniper. If anyone decides to interrupt you two, like a dive-bombing soldier or a sneaky pyro, then they will get a free medic kill, since your sniper will be unable to do much in a short range. At least you can offer a second pair of eyes to watch your sniper's back in the event of a spy attack. Also, a pocketed sniper is much better than a single sniper. So if there's a skilled enemy sniper, then you can give your sniper a fighting chance with some overheal. Other than that, your potential as a medic would be wasted on someone that is just fine on his own. With the first 3 contestants being reviewed, only one can move on. It is clear to see which one is the better partner. And it's the Demo Man! Coming up next, we will move on to round 2 and see who will claim the second final round spot.
Who's that? It's Coach!
Deep fried Oreos.
And we're back! So it is now time to see who will take the second spot in round 2. Welcome, the Soldier, the Heavy, and the Spy to the stage. This is gonna be an interesting round, as we basically have the Allied powers fighting for a claim on our German gentleman. Our beloved American comes to the show with a well-rounded arsenal that can enable the two of you to take on any challenge that the enemy may give you. Unlike the Demo Man, the Soldier has an easier time with landing his shots, and he's able to perform much better at short to long ranges with his rockets. He's a lot quicker with being able to fire at any moment, so he's able to turn on a dime and attack while keeping an eye on you. He will receive a decent amount of overheal from you that will make him a decent tank when it comes to assaulting a sentry nest or a large group of enemies. His rockets prove to be a perfect solution for either a single target or group eliminations. Is a vaccinator medic or a pyro ruining your moment? Well, it's a good thing that your soldier can carry a shotgun. He's one of the few classes that can use multiple damage types, so you can keep the enemy guessing. However, if your soldier decides to run some of the unlocks, then you two might run a high risk of not performing the best. If a soldier cannot aim, then a direct hit is worthless. The Liberty Launcher is a damage handicap. The black box does not need to heal a pocketed soldier, unless he sucks. Same thing with the Conqueror. An Uber charge can make the bonuses of a battalion's backup a little redundant. Basically, some unlocks are not going to be the best options for a soldier pocket. I know some other classes have the same issue, but a soldier running a worse weapon will get the job done while being your patient more often than not. It's just gonna suck a little if one of your safest and most common patient options is not able to take out a sentry nest with his Liberty Launcher, unable to land a direct hit rocket, or you find a Cowmangler soldier while you are running the Kritzkrieg. That being said, if that is the only major negative of the soldier, then this is a good candidate for a pocket. The soldier walked a fine line with being slow and having enough firepower to make up for it. Let's meet the extreme version of being slow, with the firepower to boast it. The Heavy is an iconic partner for medics. Of course the healer will go for the tankiest tank. His minigun is capable of wiping out entire teams of a Kritzkrieg or multiple sentries of an Ubercharge without needing to reload. This high-value target is ready to be accepted into your arms, as you will be able to patch up any of his boo-boos without him having to slow down. He's able to take a lot more of a beating, so that you don't have to. Aiming isn't too bad for your patient, as it will be tough to dodge a shower of bullets if the enemy is in short to medium range. Punishment will be swift and harsh at close range. If your enemies keep their distance and focus fire on your Heavy, the tide of battle will shift in the enemy's favor, as you will be unable to outheal the focused damage. Snipers will make it their goal to target your Heavy. Unlike Soldier, the Heavy has practically no means of attacking a sniper from a distance. If your Heavy manages to live, then it will take a decent amount of time for you to heal all of his health, on top of doing your part-time job of keeping everyone else alive. Heavy's second honey, Sasha, his minigun, will prove to be an issue for medics like you. It isn't uncommon for a Heavy to become so tunnel visioned as he is mowing everything down in front of him that he will not turn around to keep an eye on you. Even while he is not firing, If a heavy catches someone that is approaching you, you two will be at an immediate disadvantage, as he has to rev up his minigun to protect you. Anything could happen to you in that moment. Let's hope your heavy is one of the few heavies that knows how to treat his medic right. The Spy. Do not be surprised if he says thanks for the one-night stand as he leaves you by morning. You are actively screwing yourself and the Spy if you decide to pocket him. An enemy can see through the disguise of a spy if he sees the enemy medic, you healing his fake teammate. If you decide to head into uncharted territory with a Spy, the moment that he cloaks, he will become disconnected from your healing and you will be left behind with nobody to heal as he runs off on his own. Even if you pick out a Spy that is glad to become your pocket. What is he gonna do with an overcharge? He might get 3 kills at most, but that's time well wasted. That overcharge could have gone to someone else that could have done more. If you are a medic of the night, then go ahead and pocket a Spy for a moment of enjoyment. As in, do it as a joke, don't make a habit out of it. Out of the 3 allied powers, only one can move on. And it's gonna be the soldier. That must suck for the heavy and Spy mains out there, for them to find out that they are gonna die alone. Anyways, it's time for the rest of the classes. We'll be right back after to know about the voluntary subscription to the Blue Banner Patreon. The Patreon subscription and memberships poses as a way to adopt your very own puppet pal and customize them with hats. Throw the money my way, or return the favor to the like and subscribe button. Your support of this channel is of the utmost appreciated to me. Finally joining us, we have the rest of the classes that only one of which will advance onto the final round. The Pyro, the Engineer, and another Medic. Hopefully, this is one hot mama, because the Pyro is a lovely match for our Medic. In close quarters, the Pyro is able to quickly and easily dish out damage, while having a steady amount of health to make him a threat to the enemies. Imagine a heavy, but quicker, squishier, and more helpful. A Pyro has the ability to obviously air blast and spew out flames, so that gives you some level of defense if someone gets too close to you. A Spy wouldn't dare to get near you, and anyone else would just get blown away from you. Be careful though, a Sentry, a Heavy, or any amount of medium range can start the fight before your Pyro can light anything. Headshots are still a threat, but at least a Pyro can use a flare gun to deter any snipers for a moment. Just make sure you pick a Pyro that actually cares about his life and knows not to pick a fight that he cannot win. Speaking of being responsible, an Engineer has the duty of protecting his buildings, like you have the job of protecting your team. That being said, your options of an Engineer pocket are limited. He will be stationed near his buildings, as he will be at a loss if he pushes up with just his shotgun. Imagine a scout, but with half of the offensive power. That isn't to say you shouldn't do it with an Engineer ever. If an Engineer is taking heavy fire, then staying with him will prevent any small wounds from building up and eventually killing off an Engineer. The Engineer will be one of your last few Ubercharge picks, as there may be someone better to Ubercharge nearby, where the Engineer may get overstimulated and freak out from so much gameplay happening. I'm half joking. Sometimes they can pop off, much like how you should try popping your cherry with another medic by Uberchaining. This is basically where you and another medic juggle Ubercharging each other as you build up Uber from going around and stabbing everyone with your Uber saws. Sometimes this can cause enough confusion and damage that you two can wipe out half the enemy team. But if there's a Pyro, then the party's over. Most medics would know to use the Uber saw if they get pocketed. But if not, then a medic is very limited on what he can do to make the most out of an Ubercharge. A syringe gun can be somewhat useful up close, but there will always be better options. The few times you should pocket a medic is if both of your patients die and the two of you need to escape, or the other medic is constantly near death. With the reports over, you can obviously tell who I'm gonna vouch for. The Pyro's burning passion makes him the better partner in this game of love. Now this game will end in a heartbreak, as only one will go on to be with our medic for life. And the winner will be... Oh, wait.
Medic? Heavy knows that he is not the fastest or the longest, but he has something that no one else has. Medic, will you take Sandwich? Heavy will do anything for Doctor, including giving away my lunch.
Ooh, Heavy. You made me the happiest player in this server.
It looks like the Heavy was the best match for the medic after all. Let me know in the comments whether or not this relationship has your blessing. If it doesn't, then you probably think two engineers should be allowed to build a sentry together. Take your nasty ass back to Uncletopia and stay away from the free-to-plays.